Okay, all right. Hello, 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 my friends. Happy Wednesday. Okay, I have quite a bit of stuff to show you today. And he's working on getting stuff over. We just had a big box come of stuff. So, first off, before I get too far, I just wanted to show you guys, we actually found a big box of these in the back that we didn't know we had. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers Explosion board, and at $18.99, it was a great price for all the stuff that it can do. We've got these last few, or at least a handful of them, on the table for only $10. So if you guys have been interested in making explosion boards, this is a sample we did with it a long time ago. Not a long time ago, a few years ago. And it just makes putting these things together super easy. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that we have some inventory reduction on that because we found a whole bunch of them in the back room. So that is the explosion punch board. Oh, you know, I don't have my laptop. Do you want to bring that over? Huh? Okay, thanks. Okay, next up, I wanted to show you guys, we got quite a few quite a few restocks of, let's see, I meant to grab these. Quite a few restocks of the 3D toppers, and so, let's see. These guys are the restock. Let me start with the new ones, okay, that we haven't had before. So this first one is called Spring Feelings, and most of you guys, I think, are like familiar with these at this point, but they are, you get 10 toppers in here. They're all different, and they have 3 layers. They're individually bagged, so it's super easy to put these together. And this one that's called Spring Feelings has a bunch of, you know, you've got a little kitty here, you've got a little dog, some flowers, some birds, some rabbits, things like that, okay? So that one is Spring Feelings. And then the horses, which I thought was actually really cool, and it turns out we have not had this one before. This one, it could be that it came out a while ago and they just finally got it back in, but it's really cool. Like, look at how beautiful these horses are. So, and I know a number of you guys are pretty, you know, you have horses or into horses and stuff like that. So, or if you know people that love horses, this one, or maybe you're a rodeo clown. I mean, I don't know. That could be fun if you are a rodeo clown, right? Okay, so that one is the horses. And all of the toppers, they have, thank you. Ooh, the ECD on the florals. I haven't shown those either. Okay, so, and for those of you guys that are not familiar yet with these also, you get 10 different designs and they're $9.99. So these ones are always really popular when they come in. And we just got in the, what is this one? Garden Fairies. So for those of you guys that like the little fairies, look at how pretty she is. This is not one that we've had before. I don't even know if this is one I'd seen before. But they're a really nice size. So if you have some people in your life that love fairies, look at this one sitting on the mushroom. Isn't that a cool one? They're a pretty good size. They're going to be great for cards, but these ones will also be great in scrapbooks or mini albums, or you know, just to, I could turn the whole pile this way. So just to kind of let you guys see. So the fairies match whatever little flower or nature thing they're in. And that's actually maybe, well, it doesn't look like it's a Christmas flower, but I think it's just the red and the green makes it look like it is, but it's actually not even a Christmas elf. So, okay, my friends, that is, which one did I like the best? I can't remember this one. Okay, so that is the Garden Fairies. Those are the 3 that are new. Now, just quickly, I'm going to go back through the ones that we just got back in stock, because some of these we haven't had for a while, okay? So we have the Budgies and Birds. So this one is just all birds, and it's, you know, that kind of deer. This one is called Maritime. This one is really fabulous. We've carried this one a number of times, but it's been hard to get in. But you guys, I mean, look at that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Do you know where the mute button is? Up in the top. Nope. Top left. Top left. There you go. So, the Maritime one is always pretty cool. And then we got pond animals and flowers. So you've got your storks and your ducks and your frogs, and then some flowers. We got flower owls. Now this one we've had in recently, but we were out, so that one is back in. This one has some cool, just some little owl designs. And then, okay, so this one is called birdhouses. I thought for sure we hadn't had this one. He said we did when he went and looked at it. But, so at any rate, birdhouses is back in. So quite a bit of restock on those guys. Okay, now, oh dear. I have a glass of water. Oh, it doesn't have any water in it. How do you feel about getting me some water? Or heating up my coffee that's up there? Oh dear. Okay. You can hear me? Okay. I just got my laptop, so I couldn't see any comments anyways. All right. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the new Elizabeth Crafts. It needs to get heated. Thank you. Sorry, hon. I know I'm a lot of work, huh? Okay. So we got a new release of Elizabeth Crafts, and I think this one, they called it like Evening Rose or something like that. Now, recently, Donna did a florals class, and she used different flowers than these, but they were, you know, from this kind of release from Elizabeth Crafts. What's fun about these is they call them Florals 28 and Florals 27. So they give you some really nice flower shapes, but they don't define them as any flower, so they just kind of try to make some generic, you know, wild flowers that you may or may not recognize. So, but I actually really like that for somebody like me who doesn't seem to have a great knowledge of all the flowers. So, Flowers 27, it's called Floral 27. Look at all of those petals in there, okay? And that one is $13.99. Is it really? Wow. And $11.99 on this one. So, good price. Okay, and then this one is one of the filler ones. And they had a filler one. Thank you. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Okay. So they had a, it's called Floral Greenery 2. And they had one of these in the previous release as well. And it gave you just some nice green shapes to sort of fill in your floral designs. But you guys, look at all of this. I mean, so you're going to get the coolest looking weed flower. Maybe that's a flower. I don't know what. Maybe it's, is that baby's breath? Could be. I don't know. Anyways, but look at how cool that is. I just think that is so neat. And then you get all of these little pieces. So it's pretty awesome with what you can do with that. And you can use these by themselves. You don't have to just use them on the sprigs. Or remember, if you wanted to make like broccoli, right? You might even be able to cut this one out of dark green. I bet you that'd look pretty much like broccoli. Or if you cut this one out of dark green and then cut these other stems off, now you have broccolini. Or, you know, all those vegetable crafting things that you do. Okay, and then this one is called Layered Butterflies. And we've got $14.99 on this one. Really pretty, just detailed main big pieces. You've got bodies, and then you have some detailed overlays. So basically for the samples, I mean, you guys, stunning, right? So they did the base and covered it a little and then used that darker color of ink to accent it. Really, really pretty. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can always use black glossy paper on that body or use your glossy accents or something like that. Awesome. So $14.99 on that. Now this is Layered Greetings number 1. Okay, so we've been talking about how much I love the layered type greetings. So that just because that I used on one of the cards has been really, really popular. But here's what's cool about this one. You've got the layers and then you've got the words separate. And these are actually a really, really fabulous font for doing, you know how we have that one style of card that I've shown you guys a bunch of times where you take this and you do an embossed panel, a foil matte, and then you have a sentiment that matches. So these ones actually are going to be really great now that I'm thinking about this. It's not why we got them, but they're good general ones. They're a nice font. It looks to me like it is basically like two-piece cutting. So you've got the whole word is one piece and then the shadow. So you don't have bits and pieces to put together, which is always important, you know, to know one way or the other. But because of the size, they might be too big for some of these, but some of these you need a bigger sentiment, and these could be perfect because you have this kind of a script. So it'll be just a little bit more spacious on your card. $19.99 for those. Really, really great. And actually compared to the, like they are bigger than the, what are we calling these? Layered greetings, the mini expressions that we get in. So they are a little bit bigger than those. So it gives you a difference in size. All right. And then this one. So I'm down to only one of these in stock at the moment. But I am really excited to play with this one. So this one is a big one. However, it will fit in your standard die cut machine. Okay. So this one makes a 3D gift box, but also, there we go. All right. Oh, gosh, I didn't even realize. I was like, where is that other die? There it is. That's why. So there's a whole die in here that you can't see, okay, in the packaging, which is good. I guess that I opened it then, because I didn't know that either. I was wondering where that thing was. Okay, so this piece right here, this is the drawer, and then this is this big piece right here. This is the wraparound. So let's talk about this for a minute, because this is where there is so much versatility in this die set, okay? So these guys, you can use them, the inside piece, to cut a patterned window out of your box top if you want, and make like a cool peek through. So if you didn't use this outside die, which cuts it into a oval, but you just used this piece right here and cut it into the sleeve top, what you would have is you'd have an opening right here, and you'd have a lacy edge that would then continue into the box top. So it wouldn't cut it out. It would just be right there. You could tape some acetate to the bottom side. It would be awesome. So cool. So you could use that. You don't have to use that. But all of these are going to be great for cards too. So there's really some very, very good versatile dies in here. And look at the size. Do I have a ruler handy? Let's take a look. Okay. So this one is 4 5/8. I'm just measuring the outside by 3 1/4, give or take. So these are going to be stunning on cards as well, whether it is that peek through element that we're talking about, or you do it as a designer panel. So on the box top here, what you see is that they did both of these layers, so you get the designer panel, and then they used the outer die again to cut that sort of cream. Oh boy, this thing is really close to me. The cream underneath, so that way you just have a topper. Love this, you guys. Absolutely love it. But then on this side, there is another full die set. So this one is the drawer, and you've got this wraparound too. So you have 3 different options to put on the top in multiple ways or use them on cards. So incredibly versatile. It's like crazy. And they're just, it's great if you want to do like a little, I mean, it's definitely going to fit a gift card. But let me see actually what size this finished box is. Okay, it's 5 inches by 3 5/8 wide. So it is, you know, it's not A2, which is understandable, but it's actually a pretty sizable box. So I'm kind of excited about this. Ooh, yeah, this is the first time I took it out of the bag, obviously. So, and that one, it is $38.99, but for all of the die stuff that you get in here, that's pretty fabulous. Okay, so let me get this one back in. Now I only have one of these left in stock, but I'm pretty sure we'll be getting some more. Okay, so that is the Elizabeth Crafts. Oh, and the Reminiscence book. Yeek! He didn't bring me that. That's here. We may have to look that one over tomorrow. The Reminiscence book? Oh, surprise. Okay, so I am going to open this actually because these books, so this is Reminiscence book number 7. It's $34.99. These books, when Elizabeth Crafts puts out these books, because they're so, they're really limited edition. People go kind of crazy for them and they sell out, and they're a one and done kind of a book. Okay. So, but what's really neat about these paper crafters, one of the reasons they go crazy is because you have 32 double-sided sheets in 120 grams, and then you have 32 double-sided sheets into 50 grams. So what that means is you get 2 of each pattern that you see, but you get it in 2 different weights, okay? So this one is a cardstock weight. So especially for those of you guys doing the planners or the mini albums or something, really, these are designed to make really good pages, but they can be used for all kinds of stuff. And then this one is thinner. So this is a paperweight. These are great for layering, collage, that kind of thing. And so it's just got some really, really nice patterns. Hey, did I just, wait a minute. No, that can't be right. For some reason, when I was just flipping through, I swear I saw Seattle on here, but I'm pretty sure that looks like England. Oh, I can always hope, right? Okay. Nobody puts Seattle on things, not very often. So it's very cool patterns I mean, I know a lot of you guys are kind of familiar with this style. So these are here. But if you want one, please don't delay, because I don't know if we'll be getting any more. I just never know. So, gosh, these are really cool. Oh, look at this one. With your circle punch, that one will be so fun. So fun. Okay. And so I'm guessing you guys can kind of tell what the color scheme is for this one. It's a red, white, and blue book. A little bit about travel, but you could use it for a whole bunch of things because you have so many patterns that are non-travel related as well. So, and if you like to make ephemeras, and then we start back with the cardstock version. But if you like to make ephemeras and tuck-ins and things, these are they're fabulous, fabulous books. So lots and lots of pages, $34.99. These are in stock now. Well, hi, Charlotte. Long time no see. All right. So, oh, gosh, there's more. Huh. Okay. And then the Evening Rose collection. So, I love the combination of blue and yellow together. Let's take a look at this cardstock pack because it is 12 double-sided sheets, okay? And it's $13.99. Now, the last one they did with kind of a garden theme was absolutely stunning. So let's see what we've got. Oh, wow. Oh. So this actually, in my lighting here, it may not come through on the computer quite as well, but it's like it's a blue, but has just a hint of like a lavender color in there. And so the back sides are all really usable. Very watercolor feel on the florals. And light, kind of a, not a washed out, but like a subdued color palette for these. So you can make, what is that, like shabby chic? Is that the thing I'm trying to say? I don't know. I don't always know. Okay. And there we go. And I think with this puts us back to the beginning. But the other thing, let me just double check, but I do believe that, yes. Okay, so one of the things that's really fun about their paper pads, because they know people use these for planners and mini books and, you know, even scrapbooking, things like that, is that you get two of the same pattern, but the front sides and the back sides of those two patterns are not the same. So while these might look similar on the screen, they're not the same. But yet those two could definitely be like double page if you wanted it to. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, whereas if you wanted to use like this pattern for a double page, you don't have to not have any access to this pattern, kind of a thing. So kind of cool in the way that they do that. That's very unique to the Elizabeth Crafts paper pads. Okay, so these ones are in stock, quite pretty. And that is the Evening Rose. Oh, yeah. So I guess that does mean that that floral collection is called Evening Rose because because it says Evening Rose. Okay. So there we go. I am moving a little quickly today because I actually still have a lot of stuff to show you. Like a lot of stuff. And there's going to be more tomorrow. All right, so that one is out of the way. Now, last week, we went through the Paper Rose Rainbow Garden collection. And I said that this week, the rest of the pieces were coming. So let me kind of organize this basket here just a moment. And then I think there's, oh, okay, never mind. Got it. This was under something. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hi, Lise. All right, so let's start with the Rainbow Garden 12 by 12 collection kit. Okay, so we went through a good number of the papers yesterday or last week, so I'm not going to necessarily open them. We did get in some more of the open stock papers, but the collection kits are here now for Rainbow Garden. So I think last week, did we have any collection kits for this one? No, we had Inky Color and that other blue blossom one. I don't remember what it was called. So we've got 12 double-sided pattern papers, and this one is $17.50. These are the ones out of Australia. And if you guys haven't seen these ones yet, they have that kind of sort of a semi-gloss paper, but that allows the colors to be like amazing and vivid. So that one is called the Rainbow Garden, okay? This line does get a little confusing. So if you are like one of my out-of-towners and you're going to request something via either phone or, you know, email or comment or whatever, just you want to kind of pay close attention to which level, because normally in the past, remember we've had like Mountain Trek and then there was Mountain Trek 2.0. That was confusing enough. Now we have Rainbow Garden. We have Rainbow Garden Basics, which we talked about last week, and one that I did not have to show you last week, which is called Rainbow Garden Patterns. Whew, I know, right? So the Rainbow Garden Basics, this is the one that has all of these stunning, stunning watercolors in it. Amazing. And then you've got maybe the cutest little gnomes you've ever seen with these gorgeous little rainbow hats. And it's got, you know, the dragonflies and all that kind of stuff. So that is Rainbow Garden Basics. That collection kit, well, $17.50. They're all the same price. Okay, now we have Rainbow Garden Patterns. So what I really, really liked about this one is that I'm kind of glossing over those other two because we looked at all the papers last week. Fingers crossed you guys got a chance to see that. And I'm going to pull this one out because those ones for Rainbow Garden and Rainbow Garden Basics, I think most of them I got in open stock, if not all. These ones I did not, okay, because of space. So, I mean, at some point I run out of space, right? So, this is the patterns, and so I have it in the 12 by 12 and I have it in the 6 by 6. You've got, in the collection kit, you get that sheet of coordinating sentiments, but I love that. There are colored wood panels that coordinate with the line, but it gives you this beautiful colored wood, and then you've got, what is that, splotchy. So there's your wood on this one, and I do believe that each paper has a wood pattern, although it doesn't necessarily seem to be consistent if it's on the A side or the B side. Oh, wait, and then I just go and tell you that this one doesn't have it. I should just not say anything. Okay, so, but this one has a really cool gingham, and if you have been looking for gingham, it is usually very hard to find. So we have a red or a yellow gingham. What other color did I have? A purple gingham, and then sort of a green watercolor, and then a yellow wood. I love it. A purple watercolor, a pink gingham, green wood. I think these are all kind of mix and match. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a wood of all the colors. And a blue gingham and a coral colored watercolor. Okay? So, and then you'll get 2 of each in the 12 by 12. All right. Okay, so that's the 12 by 12s for Paper Rose. Now we have the 6 by 6s. These guys are 8. Ooh. Could you double check something for me real quick? Well, I have a $9.99 and an $8.99 on the 6 by 6s, but I don't think that's quite right. $8.99. Okay. And I have one that doesn't have a price at all. $8.99. Okay. Let me just take this off so that I don't forget. Check on the Rainbow Garden Patterns if you got that one checked in, just to make sure. Probably just got a sticky note from the other one. Okay. So then we have all 3. Is my camera crooked? Oh my goodness. Okay. I swear, who lets me out? All right. So then we have all 3 of those in 6 by 6 as well. $8.99. You get 18 double-sided sheets in here. You have Rainbow Garden Basics, and Rainbow Garden Patterns. Whew, I know, it's a lot to keep track of. All right, but wait, there's more. Okay, so what we have is 3. Wait a minute. I am expecting there was a 4th one of these, but I don't know. It didn't end up in my basket, so it might be tucked in a box somewhere, because I really thought there was a butterflies one of this as well, but it might have been the cut aparts I was thinking of, but I think there's a butterflies one. Anyway, we have 3 embossed die cuts for you guys to choose from. So a lot of you guys are familiar with these, but I cannot help but oogle over them because it is one of my favorite embellishments, because they just take my breath away. So the embossed die cuts, you get 4 A5 sheets, which is basically half of an 8.5 by 11. They are $9.99. They're die cut and embossed. Now, when they say embossed, it is embossed with a gloss, okay? I'm gonna stand so I can make sure that I can do this right for you guys so you can see. But the detail on this embossing is like, holy cow. I mean, look at the detail on those flowers, right? Whoa. It is so fantastic. So, and then this one here that I'm looking at, this is called Rainbow Garden Florals. Oh, well, you know, good name. I mean, it's just breathtaking. And the colors, I think these are coming through on the camera, I hope, really well. But just, oh, man. Okay. I'm just trying to be delicate with them. And I just, it's like you just can't stop looking at them. They're so pretty. But I do need to move on, so I will do my best to do that. Okay. I just want you guys to get to see all of them because they're amazing. Okay, so that is the Rainbow Garden Florals. Okay. Next up, we have the Rainbow Garden. Oh, I guess, well, I didn't really start in order. This is the basic one, the Rainbow Garden embossed die cuts. So this one is going to have a little bit of all of the icons that you see in the collection. See you later. Bye. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's practically got like a starry sky in his hat. You got even this little bug has some gloss to him. I mean, oh my goodness. It's just, I don't know how they do it. It's so good. It is so good. Okay, so this one is the regular Rainbow Garden embossed die cuts. I mean, you guys, these butterflies, jeez, right? Oh, wow. I kind of almost have to stop talking, just, I mean, I'm trying to move on, but then, you know, it's like, I feel like I have to just show you all of it because it is so cool. This is, you know, the first time I pulled one of these out of the package, I was just so amazed. And I'll tell you, clearly, every time since I pulled these out of the package, I'm still totally amazed. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, so that is the regular one. And then we're going to look at the one called Rainbow Garden Insects. Now, I think I mentioned this last week. The one I haven't found yet. We haven't gotten all the way through the box, so it could still be in there. If not, I will get it ordered ASAP if it's, but maybe it was not available. I have no idea. Anyway, but I really think there's also a butterfly one. Rainbow Garden Insects. Now, for you guys that love dragonflies. Oh, man. So, last week I was kind of telling you guys about how this one was because the dragonfly body is so strangely shaped. In order to get as much on here as they could, that's where they threw in these little like bugs. But even if you are not somebody who uses bugs very often, I mean, these are like the most stunning bugs ever. And if you saw bugs like that in nature, probably they would be poisonous, but they would be a whole lot less scary because they would just be so pretty. Look at this. Oh. Okay, I gotta move along, but you guys kind of get the idea. Tons of them in here. And they are all different. Okay, so that's the bugs and insects. And I would say it's definitely, you know, I mean, I didn't really count these, but I would say probably 3/4 dragonflies. So just guess off my head, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so all of those embossed die cuts are $9.99. Now, lastly, for Paper Rose is the cut-aparts. Okay, so we have, let me do these in order. Now, the cut-aparts, so these ones are pre-die cut and they are embossed, okay? These ones are called, these ones are cut-aparts because they are solid sheets. And you get 18 in here for $11.99. Okay. And so this is what, this is a good one if you like to fussy cut or, you know, use maybe like a little square die or something. I mean, I don't think you could use that for this guy. But most of the shapes in these are not too difficult to fussy cut. And the other thing that's great, if I recall, is that you get, let's see. Oh, I'm not even looking at the right one. Here we go. 6 designs, 3 of each. Okay, so there are so many images in here, and these ones are on a little bit thicker cardstock than that other one. There's no embossed detail, but you still get that crazy vibrant color. I mean, look at that mushroom house. Isn't that amazing? It's like I can't stop saying it. I know, it's annoying. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so those are the 6 patterns, and then you get 2 more of each. And I think they're like $11.99, which is a crazy good price. So that one is the Floral Garden Basics. Nope, that is the Floral Garden. It's so hard, right? That's the Floral, no, that's the Rainbow Garden. Oh, I should just start over. It's the Rainbow Garden Cut Aparts. I'm gonna confuse everybody, including myself. All right, so then this one, so where the Rainbow Garden Cut Aparts, the main one, has a little bit of all the images, lots of stuff. This one focuses on the butterflies and the insects, okay? So again, you're gonna get that same thing where you get 6 pages, 6 different designs, and you'll get multiples. So, hello. There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me just start at the beginning over here because otherwise I'll totally lose my place. All right. So you've got this one. And now, like a tip for if you wanted to cut this little guy out, what I would do, if it's me, is if you had a little tiny rectangle die that could perfectly cut that out, that's probably a great way to go. Because if you're pretty careful, it could totally work. But if you want to like fussy cut it out so that you cut around the legs and things like that, if you leave yourself just a wee little bit of white space, this is a trick for fussy cutting, as opposed to trying to cut right along the edge, your fussy cutting will look so much cleaner than if you actually try to cut right along the edge. And it's 1,000 times easier. So just kind of a tip, but oh man, can't even hardly stand how beautiful these are. Oof. They're so pretty. I don't know which one was the starting one though. I don't know. I think I've gotten past 6. Yeah. Was it that one? Oh, yeah. That one's back to the beginning. Okay. Oh, hello. Alrighty. So, anyway, so that is butterflies and insects. And then I have one more. And then I think we have all of the paper rows. I know. Are you guys still with me? I think you might be. All right. And then we have the floral cut aparts. So normally I think you guys could look at the packaging and see, but it's not so bad to take it out and look at them because they're just really, really pretty. Okay. Yep. Just gorgeous. I mean, seriously, wow. Look at that border down at the bottom. How fun is that? Okay. Is that me at the beginning? Is that where I was? I cannot remember. Oh, that's funny. Yep, I think that was it. Okay. So, those are the 6 for Rainbow Garden Floral Cut Aparts. Okay. And that covers the Rainbow Garden Paper Rose other goodies that I promised you from last week. Okay, so next up. So much stuff. All right. Okay, now these enamel dots when I can get these in, I do. They have not had a new color for a while until now. And this is the pink glitter enamel dots from Marianne. These guys are $4.99 for what I would consider to be a huge amount of glitter dots. And when I pulled these out of the box, because, you know, I only get to see things digitally. Oh, good. Hi, Diane. Great. Thank you. The color is so fantastic. So a lot of times when we get pink stuff, we get like baby pink and fuchsia and stuff like that. This is almost like a soft rose, maybe a like a salmon, but on the pinker side versus the coral side with a gold glitter in it. I mean, it is so pretty, but it's also a really delicate color, so it won't be like crazy overpowering like, you know, some of them can be. Wow. Really, really gorgeous, you guys. So those are in. That's new. I wanted to let you guys know that the teeny tiny dauber sticks have re-arrived back in stock. Now, our first batch wasn't a huge order because I didn't know anything about them. I hadn't seen them. I just saw pictures and they weren't even that good of resolution. So the first batch went really quick because everybody's like, I need to have those. And so now they're back in stock. And so what they are is it is a pack of 50 of these little tiny fuzzy daubers. So it's almost like they've got flocking on the end of them maybe, or something like that. But they're only $4.50, okay? And you get 50 of them. But it's fabulous because sometimes you just need that little tiny thing to get into a space. Whether it's just a dollop of ink, a dollop of paint, maybe you need to clean up some glue, whatever it is. But for that price, and you get tons. So back in stock, but they sold out really quick last time. So if you want them, I only had 1 or 2 people on the list. So if you think you might have been on the list, other than Mitzi, you may want to just double check with me so we get them for you. Okay. All right, friends. There were exactly 4 of these available. So if you need Mother's Day stamps, what day is Mother's Day? Do you know? Could you look that up for me? We don't get in a ton of stuff for Mother's Day because it's like a a real specific holiday, but I do have people ask for stamps and things like that. So we have 4. That's it. That's all that was even available for us to get in anyways. But it is a really, really pretty one, and it's cling rubber, so it'll stamp beautifully. What? Next Sunday? Oh, May 12th. Wait, no. That's not next Sunday. That's like in 2 weeks. Oh, we're not getting into the next Sunday, this Sunday thing. Next Sunday, I feel like, is this Sunday. Anyway. Okay, so if you need it, it's here, $8.50. And I am so happy. You guys can't even see me doing the happy dance because I'm not on camera. But I'm so happy to tell you guys, for most of you, this is not a thing. But for some of you, you probably are still not as excited as I am. But the Wow embossing pad, which is my hands down favorite for clear embossing pad, is now back in stock. Woo! Okay, so these are $9.99. They have been out of stock for, gosh, I would think like 8 months, maybe longer. Don't you think? Maybe longer? Talking to you. Huh? Maybe even longer. So they were having something where they were trying to change the formulation and it just wasn't coming out. So that's why they stopped. But they finally came back to manufacturing these. We may get a 2.0 at some point, but this is the embossing pad that we know and love. It gives really nice detail, and It is ultra slow drying, which means you don't have that rush issue that you might have otherwise with some of those inks. So you have more time. It's more open time to get your powders on and heated and stuff like that. So I'm so glad. I feel like I've been lost without this, because this is the one that we carry because this is the one that I love. So if you need a new embossing pad, come grab this one because it's awesome. Okay, I have a couple more things to show you. One is the Be Happy. This collection we talked about a couple weeks ago, and I said there was a card kit coming. So we've talked about it, and we decided that, I know Diane, you want one of these, and so, you know, no problem. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have some open studio time. Literally, we just pulled these out of the box. So this is just our concept. Open studio time with these to, so you can come in, you can craft here, and I will try to make up some samples. But because this is kind of a new concept for a number of people, and so it could be quite fun and, you know, a little bit more relaxing for people to do it here where they could ask some questions. So, but in the kit, you get die cut sheets, okay? And this one is a whole background with those things cut out. I mean, awesome. And some florals, okay? And then we talked about these when we looked through the tuck and plays. These are those card fronts that you just cut in half, okay? So tons of options. The colors are amazing. Amazing. I don't think there's been a bee collection that has been, you know, this not yellow focused, which I really love. Then you get a sheet of sentiments. It's funny because some of them are upside down one way and some are the other way. So you can use those. You can use other things if you want. The kicker with the 3/4 is that they put 3/4 of the stuff in the packet, and then you use your stash for the rest, okay? So just kind of to help you guys as we go along. But it does come with, ooh, fun, they're top folding. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 6 top folding card bases. And these ones are going to be a little bit different size, but let's see. They are a 6. These are a 4x6 card. And actually, I believe we recently just got in some 4x6 envelopes too. So, because this kit doesn't come with the envelopes, but it does come with the card bases. Now, if you are a standard A2, you could still use these card bases because you've got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you could cut the bottom to 5 1/2, but still you'll have only a 4-inch card. But that's okay because it's, you know, it's definitely doable and it'll fit in your envelope. Now, the way that these work is they give you inspiration. You can do anything you want with the kit. They give you some inspiration for what you could make with this. And then it says here, you know, our card examples on this page, there are items which are not included in this kit, such as maybe paper flowers, you know, but stuff that you have. So this is the kickstart. This is not a kit that will have directions, but I think for this one, we might do like an in-store version of these for you guys to get started. So anywho, I wanted to show you that now. Okay, so sometimes our manufacturers put together stuff that is so brilliant that we don't even know about it until they tell us. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to the new All in Create Layer It Up washi tapes. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go find the samples of what these look like unrolled and put them in the newsletter on Facebook or something so that you'll be able to see. There are some really amazing designs in this collection. We ended up getting 3, although I did think I ordered more, but you know how it goes. Okay, so we've got Leaf Out My Book. This one is all for my bookmakers. Okay. Oops. Here we go. There we go. Awesome, right? Really, really fabulous. And then this one is going to be perfect for summertime. And it is called Flamingo Go Go. Okay. This one's called Storms Always Pass. This is the one that I got quite a few of because I knew that with this new concept of washi tape, I was going to need to make something up. So this is the part of the video where I'm going to crack into this one. Okay. So you guys, this is why I got multiples, right? These are the birds. And let me see what I can do here to get into this, because these are awesome, but I've never done one, so you may just get to bear with me while I figure it out along with you guys. So, you know, you've seen it done, doing it yourself, whole different thing. But I think it's going to be relatively easy. All right. So, here's the deal. We've got this stunning washi tape, okay? Let me find the edge. This is so cool. Let me work on a clean piece of paper here, okay? What did you say the washi tapes were? Oh, yeah, $5.99. Okay. All right. And it's actually a really generous roll of washi tape, too. All right. So I'm just going to kind of do something like that so that you guys can see sort of what this looks like. Okay. Now, this is where this gets really interesting because I don't actually know where the design to this starts, but these are called Layer It Up. And so, here we go. It's probably easier once we have a sample, right? Okay, so it is designed so that you get really, really cool washi on the whole pattern. But if you also want to create a scene, look at this, okay? I'll just save this because I know I'll probably need that at some point. I just don't know where it goes until I see the design. Okay, so again, you guys already see how cool this is. Oh! All right. Okay, this guy must go here. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I think this guy probably continues over here. Yep. Okay, just so that you can kind of see how this continues. Once you get it down and you start to build it, you can see your scene part is not actually huge, but you do have a lot of repeating, right? And look, I could just put that right over the top. Let me show you guys this. Washi by nature is kind of translucent, right? But look, that fits so perfectly over the top. You don't even know that I overlap that. But you guys, how freaking awesome is that? Whoa, right? Brilliant, brilliant concept. So this one is called Storms Always Pass. And, you know, now that I have this gorgeous scene, I could use a die. I could use my paper trimmer. I could create a background if I wanted to. So I can use just parts of the washi, or I could create whole scenes. That is what is absolutely phenomenal about these new ones. Okay, so we have the book one for book lovers. This is going to be so cool, you guys, so cool. And then we have the flamingo one, which is a really, really stunning bird. There's more. I'll have to go see what the other images are too, because we'll get some of those in as well. But you kind of have to know what you're looking at, as with most washis, right? You kind of have to know what you're looking at to know that these have this really, really cool thing. So Layer It Up. That is what you're looking at from All and Create. That's what you're looking for on the label to be able to create these. Okay, friends, that's it. Now I do promise that I'm done. Okay, how fast can I do a recap? What do you guys think? Pretty fast? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so first up, just as a reminder, because I did this very first when we logged in, we found a box of these in the back, the Explosion Box Scoreboard. This is an awesome tool. You even have some templates over here. Really easy to use this. It was originally $18.99, so it was a great price at that because all the math is done for you, and it creates boxes. But because we found a stash of them in the back, we now have them on killer price for you for $10, and you can create standalone boxes like this one, or you can create explosion boxes because you can create all the sizes. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we have a handful of those available for only $10. Woo! All right, now to the goodies. Oh, they're going to be kind of out of order because it has to be stuff I can get to. Okay, so the Elizabeth Crafts, the Evening Rose collection. We have florals number 27 for $13.99. We have florals 28 for $11.99. We have the Floral Greenery 2 for $20.99. These stunning layered butterflies, $14.99. And then the layered greetings for $19.99. And then the one we only have one of in stock at the moment is the Elegant Decorative Box. Okay. Oh, down here it says some pieces are not visible from the back. That's why they've got a big picture right here. This guy's $38.99, but we did talk about all the possibilities with this one earlier in the video. So it ends up being a really, really great, great value for the price, even because you can do so much more than just the box. Okay, Reminiscence book number 7 is here. And I opened this one, so we'll have this one on the table for you to take a peek through if you want to look at it. $34.99 on these. These are super, super limited edition when they come out. So if you want them, please don't dilly-dally. And then we have the new paper from Elizabeth Crafts, which is Evening Rose. And you've got 12 double-sided sheets for $13.99. And then, what did we talk about? And then we did toppers. Okay. Toppers. All right. So, at some point I showed you guys the new toppers. So we have 3 new toppers that we haven't had before. We have the horses, and all these toppers are 10 designs, individually bagged, 3 layers. So you just need some foam squares, and $9.99. So we have horses, spring feelings, and garden fairies. Okay, and those guys are a pretty good size. And then ones back in stock, a lot of these we have not had for a while, is Budgies and Birds, the Maritime, which is awesome. I mean, look how stunning that is, you guys. Oh, Pond Animals and Flowers, Flower Owls. This one we probably had recently, but it's a relatively new one, and then it's sold out, so I got some more of those. And then Bird Houses, which I was told we've had before, but I didn't remember seeing it, so Bird Houses. Okay, so those are the 3D toppers. And then we have, so much stuff. Paper Rose collection kits in. We also got some of the missing papers in open stock too, but they're not over here, so you'll probably just have to kind of see those when you stop by. So we have the Rainbow Garden 12 by 12, and all the 12 by 12s are $17.50. So that's Rainbow Garden 12 by 12. And we didn't have these last week when I was showing you, just to help with any confusion, because it might feel like you've seen them already, and you did, but in open stock. And then we have the Rainbow Garden Basics in 12 by 12. And we have the Rainbow Garden Patterns. This is the one with that cool wood grain in colors and the gingham, which is hard to find. So those guys are the 12 by 12s. We also have them in 6 by 6s. And they are $8.99. So you have your Rainbow Garden 6 by 6, and all these designs are sized smaller. So if you want tiny gingham, this is I mean, look at that. That's so cute. Okay, Rainbow Garden Basics and Rainbow Garden Patterns. Okay, so those are the papers. The embossed die cuts are the standard set, which has like icons from the whole collection. So that's Rainbow Garden. You get 4 sheets in there with that stunning emboss for $9.99. We have the Rainbow Garden Florals. And then we have the Rainbow Garden Insects. Okay, $9.99 on each of those. And then we have the cut aparts. So these are die cut and embossed with clear. And you get 4 sheets of each, you know, not of each. You get 4 sheets in each pattern, and those are pre-die cut for you and embossed. In the cut aparts, you get 18 sheets. So you get 6 designs, 3 of each sheet for $11.99. And we have the Rainbow Garden cut aparts. We have the butterflies and insects cut aparts. And then the garden florals, okay? So that will give you tons of embellishments on that one. And then we also have, this one we don't really have available at the moment, but just kind of a heads up that we'll be doing some sort of an in-store event with that to kind of get people going on how those card kits work. The Wow Embossing Powder Pad, clear, ultra slow drying, amazing, back in stock. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, $9.99 on that one. Sorry, you guys. Happy Mother's Day cling stamp. Only 4 of these were available, so $8.50. The teeny tiny dauber sticks are back in stock. Really, really fast seller when they came in last time. 50 little sticks for $4.50. And a stunning, stunning new color of enamel dots. So these ones are the pink glitter. Absolutely love these. And they are $4.99 for all of those enamel dots. Okay, so that covered all of that. And then lastly, we did this washi tape from All in Create. Okay, so $5.99 for these washies. And I don't remember how many yards is on here, but I am gonna say off the top of my head, I want to say I think it's 10. So you have lots and lots of options with this. So this one is Storm Will Pass or something like that, I guess. Let's see. Oh, I threw it away, of course, right? Storms Always Pass. And that one does these gorgeous birds. And then we have the books one, which is Leaf Out My Book. And then Flamingo Go. Flamingo Go. And you can tell that these ones will do it when they say layer it up. So anyways, that is the goodies that I have to show you guys for today. And there's still more in this box. So there'll be more new goodies tomorrow. So anyways, thanks for joining me, guys. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye.